Okay, I've been asked about Ukraine. I think I'll do that reading before I make my brunch. So let's get the cards, shuffle them, and see what we see about Ukraine. Now, somebody was asking about Zelensky and Crimea. He's not going to give one iota of anything to Putin. I can tell you that. Absolutely not. Not one piece of dirt will he give to Putin. Okay? Let alone all of Crimea. Not going to happen. Okay? He's going to tell Putin and Trump to go pound sand. It's not going to happen. So, let's pull the cards and just see what we get. What can you tell me about Zelensky, Ukraine? What's going on? What about Zelensky and Ukraine? What's happening? Those are coming. They're jumping off, so they stay there. And last but not least, we have, okay, underneath of it all, we have somebody that's not happy, okay? Somebody very dissatisfied, okay? And is not going to look and see what is on the other side being offered. But let's look and see if we can figure this out. 9 out of 10, this could either be Trumpenstein or Putin. I don't think it's Zelensky, but it could also be Zelensky not happy with the BS that Trumpenstein is trying to play. And Putin, you know, with their lies and their drama. But let's look and see if we can figure this out. So the reading is about, losses. Losses. And holding on, and I think this is holding on to the territory, okay? Holding on to what he's got. And about the, how do I want to see this one? You know, usually this is the card of the wealth and power, okay? Living the good life. But there's the loss of the good life is what I would say with this. But maybe it'll become more clear as we go, the energy coming into it. But definitely there's been loss, hanging on to what he can hang on to. And in that prosperity, he's not going to give anything up, okay? The energy coming into it, yeah, it's painful. It's a lot of pain going on, this, what's happening. When it comes to defending, okay? Putting that energy out to defend his country, what he's got, and continuing to work on it. He wants to work on bringing prosperity, okay? And, you know, what's being offered. But let's see, what they have today is a new action, new information. When it comes to control and power and leadership, okay? Leadership. Now, usually that Emperor would be, you know, that's card for also Trumpenstein, but I think in this case, new action, new information on leadership. This, I think, is more about Zelensky. The challenge is these abuses, of power and taking control. Again, when it comes to tempering and balance and looking deeper, this is a soul-searching thing that he does. Potential outcomes, standing strong, okay? When it comes to the truth and transformation, he's a man of his word. When it comes to the message about actions, and I think this is about them holding on to their own actions when it comes to the people fighting for Ukraine, etc., holding on. It's about the manipulations that Trumpenstein is trying to do, making this massive change, fighting for the truth. They're going to continue to fight for the truth and the desires. Okay. Now I think that let's go ahead and just look. The foundation is about prosperity, working on leadership, looking internally, about externally, what he wants to do, the actions he wants to take, okay? So holding on to whatever he can hold on to, protecting new information coming out about balancing things, message about actions, and the fight for truth. He's going to continue. Now, above it all, we have the losses, the pain that's going through, new action when it comes to this control, the abuse of power, and the strong arming. That's what I'm getting with this. When it comes, he's going to stand for truth against the manipulation and have to control the narrative, okay? Because he doesn't like what they are offering, which is nothing, which is just give Putin what he wants, okay? He's not going to go for it. The loss, when it comes, he's going to stand for truth, hold on to the power. When it comes to whatever's kind of manipulations they're trying to get. Now, we know Trumpenstein wants the mineral rights and all of that to line his pockets, okay? And so, Zelensky's not going to go. The very center of it, we have new information coming out. It's about protecting, standing guard, and bringing balance, looking deeper into the pain that's felt with this, working on being able to control the situation, new action when it comes to leadership, looking at this potential to defend. He's holding on, again, getting more intel is what it looks like, feeling the loss when it comes to what Trumpenstein is doing, new action when it comes to this trying to line the pockets and working on defending through the pain of what's going on. We look at the tempering, okay, the balance, new information about message, about action, new action that they're going to continue to do. He's going to continue to stand in the light of leadership and looking at taking control within himself, okay? He knows that control comes from within, and he is, looking for the best way going forward. So let's go ahead and do a clarifying read and see what else it has to say when it comes to this. He's not giving up. He is, again, trying to be the best leader he can and getting more intel. He knows the game plan of them trying to line their pockets, okay? Trying to push that agenda. Putin wants to line his pockets with Crimea. Trumpenstein wants mineral rights. It's not going to happen. Okay, so let's see what we have. the center of it, we have this actions, the fight. The action continues. The Knight. And he is going to continue to control the action. Okay? He's in control of what actions take place and the messages being put out, information being put out. When it comes to him controlling and then taking charge, moving forward, it's about defending. They're going to continue to defend their country. Okay, when it comes to the harvest, they want the right harvest. And so they're going to continue to defend. And they understand the world situation and what's happening, what's surrounding them. So above it, it's about the long term. And he's in it for the long term. If it takes to defend, he's going to stand there. Because it's about the holding on to their lands. Okay? The harvest, wanting the best. And again, he's going to continue to hold on to that. And go for the long term. Okay, so we have feeling a bit out in the cold with some of these things, wanting to walk away. When it comes to the dark government, the dark drama, and continuing the battle. And he understands these restrictions, okay? The restrictions that Trumpenstein and the rest of them try to put on him, but he is battling through. Again, he's controlling the dynamic as much as he can on the world stage. People are looking at him, and he's going for the long-term defense, controlling the action. He sees that the dark government of Trump is out in the cold, okay? So he is just, talk to the hand. And he's going to continue to defend and walking away from some of the drama that they're trying to do and impose on him. Because he is holding on to what he can when it comes, all three cards on the top are pentacles. And this is the grounded happening. So he is looking long-term, carrying on to the narrative and bringing that to his people about defending, okay, and looking beyond what's happening, the message about the harvest, okay. So Zelensky is continuing to be a leader, and he's telling Trump and Putin to pound sand, okay. When they try to put these restrictions on him, he's like, yeah, no. Okay, I know your game and it's not going to happen. I'm not giving up Crimea. I'm not giving you one pebble that belongs to Ukraine. Not one. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online. Go Zelensky. We're definitely Team Zelensky here.